Okay, here's some tips for stopping that new Michael Vick out there, whether it is the 93 legend or not. He can still always be a headache. Mobile quarterbacks. I have the, let's go, tight slots for my play so that I can scramble. Got Russell Wilson demoing it, but there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. He's left-handed. Michael Vick is left-handed, so no matter what happens, you need to blitz him from the left. That's why Tampa 2, the blitz we've been showing you earlier in the show, is very effective because it comes from the left side, forces him to roll to the right, and when Michael Vick is rolling to the right, he's got to, you know, turn his whole body square up. He already doesn't have the best accuracy, so the more and more you do that, the tougher it gets. Gibbs, defensively, you have those contain rushers. Tell us the buttons, how you get those contain-style rushes on the play. Obviously, they're built into some plays, but you can make them happen on any play.
Sure. So all you have to do is hit left trigger, L2 on PS4, and then hit the right bumper. That will make your outside-most pass rushers, it could be slot defenders, makes them go into contains. You know you have contains when you have that arch that you see on Reed here move upfield. So take a look at the difference. That versus that. Now what that means is it's called a mush rush, right? So they are going to pass rush. What their goal is to stay in position where if you break out to the pocket, they can release off the line.
Right.
So they don't ever truly want to get like grabbed and like held by the offensive lineman, right? So
don't touch me.
Mush rush. That's what they're doing. So you can see kind of how they do it. They're standing on the outside hip.
He's never going to like break off this block, but he's just saying at any point, if the outside is breached, I am going to get off my block. Look how easily he gets off the block.
Right.
Because he knows that he can't let the quarterback outside of the pocket. So what are some bad things about that potentially? Number one, your pass rush is going to be much worse if they don't roll out, if they just stay in the pocket. But if you keep Vick in the pocket, then you're winning because that's, you know, what you want to do. The bad thing is they can also still get double teamed. If those guys get double teamed, you can then roll out of the pocket. So I would be rolling lefty with Vick. You saw that he was able to get double teamed. The mush rush was unable to get off the block. And that's what good players will do. They'll set up front. So this guy's one-on-one because of where he's aligned, and he'll always get off the block there. But when I block a tight end on that side, he's double teamed. He's not going to be able to freely release from that double team. So I, at the snap of every ball with Vick, I look and say, does anybody have a double team? Another thing about stopping Vick is playmaker. So outside of the pocket, once I get out there, I can take the right stick and I can flick it up and then Rawls, boom. Obviously, if he's less near the sideline, he'll run right upfield or he'll run to the right. So I get out of the pocket, you've only got a flat zone over there, and now it's trouble for you to decide who to go after. So do you have any tips, Gibbs, for who you would go after in that scenario?
Was it user defender or?
Like what do you think is the move? When a guy's playmaker, do you say, well, I'm going to let him scramble, or I'm going to go after the playmaker guy? I'm going to go after the playmaker guy, or I'm going to just attack Vick and hope that he messes up the playmaker.
There's a deeper strategy, I think, to slowing down a mobile quarterback, and it comes the following way, right? So if I know that this, for example, this is Russell Wilson. I know we're talking about Vick,
right?
But I know that you're Russell Wilson. Don't snap the ball. He's a righty quarterback. I want to make him go left. So what I'm going to do is, in theory, I'm going to do everything in my power to prevent a scramble to the right side. So I'm going to go quarterback contain. But then I want you to scramble to the left. So we're going to set you up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a weak side spy so that you have all that space.
How do you set up? How do you put that QB spy out there?
You could click onto him and hit the individual assignment, which is A, and then on the right stick go left and put him on a spy, or you can go LB, LB, which is a quick adjustment. His icon, which is X, and then left. That will be your spy as well. So what ends up happening is, we call this the passive rush. We've done this for years, right? This is where Release the Hounds comes from, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to get pressure that's going to naturally force the quarterback to roll the opposite way. So snap of the ball, you're just going to feel it. You're going to feel that that side's open. And then I send the Hounds. I mean, that's virtually how I would set it up. Like, if you're facing someone that's going to scramble, this is how you defend them. Right? Don't get into a cat and mouse game of, oh, I'm going to rush 4 dudes.
Contain, because then they get to double team, and it's bad.
Correct, and they can scramble out. The better approach is to set them up, give them false hope that, oh, they're going to scramble out to the pocket. They step and they break, send the Hounds, go to their first option. Right? That's the way you want to do it.
Okay.
And if it's Vic, you just invert that setup, right? So it'd look like this, right? It'd be this. Look like that.
Boom. So you do that against Vic because you want him to roll to the right because he's left-handed.
You send the hounds by pushing the right stick in. Great question, Spay84.
So you click down the right stick and then the spy.
So watch.
At the snap of the ball, what I do so I look for the double team rush on the contain if I think I'm going to get one, if I know I want to scramble.
Yeah.
And I also look to see who drops off the line right away.
Yeah.
Are they dropping a spy?
Watch. He's going to go. Scramble. Spy. Send. I push the right stick in. Every time I push the right stick in, it sends a new defender. Keep in mind. I pushed it 3 times there. More defenders came. Boom.
Very important. Very important. So those are some tips to stop the Vic. Number 1, make him throw short passes consistently because he will overthrow some of those. Make him high point. He will overthrow those. Make him roll to the right. Contain him. Spy him. Blitz him from that side as well.
I was going to say, the other thing you could do.
And then if he playmakers, look to follow the playmaker.
Vic is going to bring out more under center schemes. Just keep that in mind because his ability to scramble is a little easier under center. So if you ever get into an under center situation, you want to try and screen them. You want to just try and gas them up the best you can. I like the 4-4. I like this style blitz here right here. If you block a lot of people, you can pick it up. That's fine. But then you run out of resources. That's the name of the game here. And then just kind of go down, gas them up, make a great play right there. Get it,
All right, those are some things you can do for Vic. Look, the other thing is know what Vic you're playing. So if they come out in a game and you don't see Vic on the team loading screen, they probably don't have the 93. They probably have a lower version, which the lower versions really cannot throw. So look, they're going to try and scramble. Use those tools. You really can slow down.
You think you put your tackle to aggressive by any chance? He's got the best Vic's got 77 carry.
So yeah, you got it. You got to hit them. I mean, they should be sliding. They should be covering up. They can't take a hit, but if they do, they'll fumble. Like they will fumble. But know that some people are just out there trying to have a real good time, and they will try and juke you too. But it's great. It's a blast.
I know. You love mobile quarterbacks. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I love them too. It's just a gasser bliss right there.
It is. Forgot to care though. Okay, next